My fellow Sierra Leoneans, na epitome of the talk today. Na sad day, a very sad day. Na sad day because we don't hear the development from the Ministry of Finance. We Ministry of Finance don't conduct special audit into the ministry itself, and they look at 4 sectors. Imagine the Ministry of Finance, then they run all the financial aspects of Sierra Leone. What does that mean? It means that they get hundreds and hundreds of sectors, but the Ministry of Finance only look at 4 sectors and only look at 3 years between 2015 to 2018. Then they look at, and when they look at it and find out, say $1 billion go missing. Now, before you jump, I want to get you an understanding. I want to explain this thing so that even if you're in a class 1 picking, you can understand the implication of $1 billion going missing. Even if you know one day go school, if you listen to this video, I want to explain in a way that you can understand what it means for let $1 billion go missing. So please bear with me, especially if you're an APC supporter, especially if you're a blind supporter. I want to make you listen to me, please, with open mind. Just 10 minutes of your time, not much. So make I explain to you. Look at the conversion rate. Consider this conversion rate in your mind, yes? $1 equivalent to 8,885 leons. I repeat, $1 equivalent to 8,885 leons. Now the conversion rate down there for today. So $1 billion equivalent to 8,885,782,020 leons. I repeat, $1 billion equivalent to 8,885,782,020 leons. 9 don't go missing at the Department of Finance. Now, somebody will be asked, what do they mean? But yeah, they call them big figures. Then. So I want to explain in a way that we will understand. Yeah? So with GDP, with gross domestic product, the money we use for run the entire Salone for the whole year, the money we use for run Salone 2017 under former President Dr. Anes Kuruma, we use 3.774 billion. Then we use, yes, 3.774 billion 2017. This money we don't go missing, so now 27% of with GDP. What does that mean? It means that this money we don't go missing, they will pay all the salary of workers, the teacher or nurses or whoever, government officials, president, or they will pay the entire country, they will run the entire country for 3.24 months. 3 months plus, they will run the entire country. Because at 27% of the GDP, they don't go missing. Make I give you another example of why the implication of this missing amount is the fact that, let's say Sierra Leoneans, the estimated population is estimated at 7.5 million. Yes, if you divide this this money we don't go missing, this 1 billion we don't go missing, this 8,885,777,782,020 leons. If you divide them by 7.5 million, the answer is 1,182. That means each Sierra Leonean they will get 1,182 leons from this money they go missing. They will pay all Sierra Leoneans in the entire country 1,182 leons. This is how much don't go missing. Also, if you look at the budget, I mean in Sierra Leone this year now come January. I'm in a parliamentary annex, you don't at the top, the watch, when they debate the budget. And the budget for 2018-2019, you know how much they allocate to with National Broadcasting Corporation, the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, SLPC, 1 billion. Then they allocate for they run the entire SLPC for the whole year, now 1 billion leons. So if you look at the amount of money we don't go missing, if you calculate, if you divide this 8 trillion and so many billions and millions, if you divide them by 1 billion, yeah, that means the money we don't go missing, they will run SLBC for 8.5 million years. And that mean 8.5 million years they will run SLBC. Imagine I mean you don't die with great grandpicking, you don't die. So many people don't die generations because they will run out for 8.5 million years. And that mean what did this amount mean as well? Where Francis Ben Kaifala he will get back 10 billion leons from all the thief money where they mean thief from the coffers where they pay back 10 billion leons where you can to with President Mada bill. Nothing Mada bill say. Mada bill say they use the 10 billion for build Sierra Leone's first diagnostic center. A first diagnostic center in the history of Sierra Leone. Now, from that amount, 10 billion, they will use that money for build a diagnostic center. This amount we don't go missing. When a $1 billion US dollars, it will build 888.5 diagnostic centers. You understand? This money we don't go missing. It will build 888.5 diagnostic centers in the country. Make I give you another example. This is not the best example I will give you about the expenditure, the amount, which in the implication of this money we don't go missing. With Mamama Airport project, one of the best projects I believe, by the way, where we former President Dr. Anes Bai Koroma been done plan for do. The International Monetary Funds, IMF, then decide say no, the money too much, no we will pay, no we will loan Salone money there. So the project collapsed. The budget for that project in be 350 million US dollars. Now this money we don't go missing, so it is able to build up that airport the 3 times. It able to build Mamama Airport nearly 3 times. You understand? $1 billion US dollars. They able to build Mamama Airport nearly 3 times. So now this while you understand. You understand? It able even put money in place for build the bridge for go across Lunge. No way will build all of them, but we will build more than half of them. If you say you're putting 2 or 3 billion for the bridge, that means they will build half of them. You understand? So now the implication is there will be 3 Mamama Airport. Now the money this way don't go missing. Now, Sierra Leone, we are very sick people then. I'm really sorry to say, but we're very sick. We are very sick when it comes to political parties. If you see man they winning the blast, when we talk about APC, SLP, man they put close for Fed, they don't even know what they talk about. When you say something about APC, man they put close for Fed, they don't even know what you talk about. They don't even want care. As long as you condemn them, they don't care. So do you have to beg you for make you listen once? We know to our lucky people, and we not people who get common sense, yeah? So I want to make you listen to me for once. This not the time for make you and I put with political party interest aside. This not the time for make we put the interest of Sierra Leone ahead of everything else, because this, it affects you, it affects me, it affects the country as a whole. It affects we picking them in generations unborn. This is not the time for me we stand up for the truth. BU, APC, SLPP, PMDCs, whoever you are. Now the time for me we stand up for the truth. Make we stand up in the national interest of the country. Somebody who we don't entrust. People who we don't entrust into we country in their hand for letting them run for nearly 11 years. Then don't organize gay criminal syndicate. And then don't ravage, they don't thief, till they don't thief. Why we not go after them? And catch them and lock them up and get their money from them. Now. You and I get a role for play. Not begin to blame Bio no will get the money, you need to do this. No. If you and I not support, you know what happen? We need for support wholeheartedly for let this happen. Especially if you not APC. Let me preach to you, APC members. When we talk about this, not to APC with the attack. With the attack, the people away they don't thief. And some of them people away they don't thief. Now people away, now APC them belong. You know me say, now APC they attack, but now the individual away they don't thief. So if one wants protect on a political party, wanna stand up for the truth, then people will take on seriously. But if you don't take civil unions seriously, somebody don't thief billions and billions, you still put close for Fed from, you still spread close under a motor car for let drive pass, then you know they in line with the interest of Sierra Leone. And some people when they say, this is for bring about political instability. I tell you, we don't go through 11 years of senseless war. We don't care if APC members they want stability or not. The truth could come out whether you like it or not. Watch my face. The truth get for come out. Sierra Leoneans they stand up for the truth, and Sierra Leoneans they fight for the truth. Some of us go fight for the truth from afar. We're here, but if some of us are in Sierra Leone, we go organize groups them for make sure say we support the government of the day. It no matter which government in the power, but the truth is important. The one they willing to go side with Anes and all in thief man them. let them ready for Sierra Leoneans, because Sierra Leoneans don't get enough. We've had enough of you. We want to make sure we protect the country. Sierra Leone not only belong to APC, it belongs to Sierra Leoneans. So if you not possible way you blind to the truth, if you not possible way you blind to reality, you not possible way blind to corruption and misappropriation and stealing, broadly stealing, I want to make you know, say we are coming for you. Sierra Leoneans then stand with the BO government for recover every single cent. And I want to send a special message to my brother Francis Ben Kaifala. I know you watch this. I want to make you know, say some of us have been watching keenly what in the go on anti-corruption. And some of us are displaced. Yes, we're displaced. And the reason why we don't see so many people who can't pay back refund money, nothing has happened to them. They haven't gone to jail. Nothing has happened to them. They've been let go. There's been a lot of negotiation and deal making, anti-corruption, with very nice slap in the faces of the people where they don't suffer the brunt of the tyranny of the BO-led, EBK-led government. Why do I say that? If me thief, imagine me not a politician, me thief, you're not only going to ask me, the court not going to only ask me for make I refund that money then, but then go punish me for the fact that I've committed a crime of thievery. Now, that man alone thief, because they take money when not belong to them, but they don't reach a bargaining with anti-corruption and they paying the money back and they walk free. I feel say that a slap in the faces of citizens, because justice must be served in according to the, if was served to the letter. So if somebody don't thief, or not only pay the money back, but if will be punished for what they've done. Because imagine somebody thief $1 billion in 2015. If me put $1 billion US dollars now Australian account here 2015, from 2015 to now, that is 4 years. The interest alone one will gather from that 1 billion, it will be in the thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now we'll get from interest. So if that man don't thief 1 billion and can't pay back, they wanna let them go. What about the interest? What about the fact that they've committed a crime? I feel anti-corruption need for really make things very clear to citizens, so that citizens they understand exactly what is going on and the corruption, the deals the way they make, the bargains the way they arrange, and need for make sure say it's very clear to Sierra Leoneans. Otherwise, you can forget a backlash from it. So I call on Sierra Leoneans, be you APC, SLPP, C4C, whatever, forget about your party. Stand up for we national interest. Stand up for Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone need you now more than ever. If somebody able to thief $8 trillion leons, 8 trillion leons from the coffers, who say people, millions of people in there when they don't get job, over 70% unemployment, people in the ravage in the street. If somebody get mine for thief that kind of money inside 3 years, over on 4 departments, then that person must be brought to justice. And the time for see, when I left them, let them go, now we leader, able, you go get so we talk about Balia is gone. Look at my eyes. We come after each of them. Everybody with thief from Sierra Leone must be exposed and must be held accountable. Whether now we brother, whether we uncle, now we auntie, now we daddy, it doesn't matter who they are. We need to go after them one by one and make sure see Sierra Leone will retrieve all the money. And we need to stand with the government of the day. For make sure. Message is this, my final message is this. If you don't thief from Sierra Leone, ready for we are coming. And every single cent they get them from you. Whatever threats you make, whatever lie you make, whoever support you, it doesn't matter. True Sierra Leoneans, they come for you and they get every single cent. If you don't get that money there, you need for make sure you refund every single cent of it, because we're coming for you. Sierra Leoneans are united for ensure say transparency prevail, accountability prevail, and good governance prevail. Enough is enough. Peter Thomas. Thank you for watching and share it well.